What if I told you the happiest moment of your life has already happened, but you were too busy chasing the future to notice it? What if everything you're working toward right now, everything you think will finally make you happy, is actually the very thing holding you back? I learned this the hard way. 3 years ago, I hit rock bottom. Picture this: 3 a.m., a half-empty bottle of Mountain Dew in one hand, my phone in the other, ordering my 5th takeout of the week. My room? Well, let's just say it resembled more of a dungeon than a bedroom. Energy drink cans scattered everywhere, blinds permanently shut, and the only glow coming from my triple monitor setup running World of Warcraft. I weighed 265 pounds. My bank account? A depressing $43.8. My dating life? Let's just say the most meaningful relationship I had was with my raid team. But every night, before falling asleep, I told myself the same lie. Once I lose the weight, get a job, find a girlfriend, and move out, then I'll finally be happy. Then my real life will begin. But then something clicked. I started small, really small. I swapped one Monster Energy for a glass of water. I walked for 10 minutes around the block. I applied for just one job per day. And you know what? Every tiny victory felt amazing. My heart raced every time I hit submit on a job application. I felt this weird electric flutter of excitement when I walked further than the day before. But the real breakthrough, it came from the most unexpected place: my obsession with gaming. See, in World of Warcraft, I spent months grinding for the best gear. I kept telling myself, once I get that legendary sword, then I'll really enjoy the game. But what actually happened? I got the sword, stood in Stormwind, showing it off for a day, and felt nothing. The fun wasn't in having the gear, it was in the adventure of getting it. Fast forward a year and a half. I had lost 87 pounds, landed a solid job, found an amazing girlfriend, and moved into my own place. I was living the exact life I once dreamed about in that dark basement. And yet, I felt empty. The same emptiness I felt after getting that legendary sword. And that's when it finally hit me. I was happiest during those first shaky walks around the block, heart pounding. During those nerve-wracking moments before hitting send on a job application. Even in those awkward first conversations with girls' sweaty palms and all, the joy wasn't in reaching the goal, it was in pursuing it. Here's the mind-blowing part. You know those people you follow on Instagram? The ones with the perfect bodies, dream jobs, and seemingly perfect lives? I guarantee you, they're either feeling that same emptiness, or they're already chasing their next goal. Because that's the secret nobody tells you. There is no finish line. There is no point where you suddenly unlock permanent happiness. So, what's the solution? 2 things. First, always have something you're actively pursuing. It doesn't have to be life-changing. Maybe it's learning to cook something other than microwave meals. Maybe it's finally reading that book that's been collecting dust on your nightstand. Maybe it's learning 3 chords on that old guitar in your closet. The size of the goal doesn't matter. What matters is that it pulls you forward. And here's the bigger truth. This is crucial. Stop waiting to live. That voice in your head saying, "I'll be happy when," it's lying to you. The life of your dreams isn't waiting at some future milestone. It's waiting in those small moments of progress, in those tiny victories, in those heart-racing moments when you're pushing just slightly past your comfort zone. Tomorrow morning, you could wake up and start living the life of your dreams. Not because you'll suddenly have everything you want, but because you'll finally understand that the dream life is in the pursuit itself. It's in the journey, the growth, the daily small win, and yes, even in the failures because they make you stronger. So if you're still waiting for the perfect moment to start living, this is it. Quick tip for you. Comment below about a moment you thought would bring you happiness, only to realize that true joy was actually in the journey of getting there. Why? Because every time you come back, your comment will appear at the top, reminding you that happiness isn't at the finish line, it's in every step along the way. One click, instant reminder, pretty cool, right? Drop your comment below.